how's it going? My name is Jeff, and today we're going to be looking at this crazy patriotic 1977 Chevrolet Corvette. But before we get into all the details, open up the car and give you all the cool specs and information, first, a quick word from our sponsor.
Today's AutoHunter Cinema video is brought to you by Land Air Sea. Keep tabs on all your valuable assets from the palm of your hand. Remember, with Land Air Sea, theft is temporary. Visit landairsea.com or call 847-462-8100 to order your Land Air Sea GPS unit for your classic vehicle.
Okay, so today I'm standing in front of a 1977 Chevrolet Corvette that has been seriously customized. Of course, this vehicle features a variety, including a custom hood on the front here, but a very patriotic paint job that looks fantastic. You can see we got a bit of blue flake in here with the paint and a little bit of red flake, of course, in there as well for some of the other stripes, which goes all the way over the car, including over the T-tops in the back here, following down to some more custom components on the car. Now, it's kind of hard to see by looking underneath it, but this car actually has some red Rhino liner that sits just underneath in there. So if you're able to take a quick look, it does have some red Rhino liner to help go ahead and undercoat and protect the interior, because while you don't have to worry about the body resting because Corvettes are fiberglass, you do have to worry about some of the other metal suspension components and things that sit underneath the car. Now, obviously, this also has a set of Boyd Coddington wheels, which are also custom to the car, including this hood, which has also been changed, which is pretty common. It's kind of based on the Corvette LT1 style of hood. But let's go ahead and let's take a look at the Chevy 350 that's sitting underneath here and go ahead and lift the fiberglass hood. Look at that. So lots of chrome components have been added and featured a couple different upgrades inside this car here, but it looks fantastic. We got MSD ignition and a series of other components as well, just to bring it a little bit more into the modern age. One of the cool things about the C3 that you'll find that's a little bit different from some of the other Corvettes is the fact that these pop-up headlights that sit in the front here, they actually contain two headlight housings, one here, one here. These are actually hydraulically operated, or sorry, vacuum operated. So what happens is you hit a switch, sometimes you can get a kind of a funk where they'll come up one at a time depending on what happens with the vacuum system. But it'll be pretty easy to know if you have any problems. But coming over here, of course, in typical Corvette fashion, because this is of the C3 generation still, we have T-tops. So you can have one off, both off. It's pretty cool with the way that they latch. But if we go to one of my favorite parts about the C3 Corvette is these door handles. So you actually put your hand and then push these down, and there you go. You get to open your C3 Corvette. Now, this is the 77, which means it's one of the later models. And what that means is we're gonna have a slightly different interior in there. So this has a red interior, obviously, with an automatic transmission made into that 350. And you can see it's a little bit more plush. We have a little bit more going on here in terms of the leather and some of the other seats and things, even though mostly everything is still in the same place as the early C3 cars. There's just a little bit more plush paddedness to sort of make what is an older car at this point, because the C3s had been out for a while here, essentially bring it into the modern age, since the C3s had been around for a little while. But that's not where the customization stops yet. If we come around to the back here, you can see the stripes continue down the back. We have a nice little swoop, which was also added on the later cars. The first rear end change, which actually occurred in 74, did not have these lips, and again in 75. But we have some custom taillights which have been added onto the end, which do change the end of the Vette. Typically, these would be flat taillights, but of course they've been changed out for these little bulbier styles and a different rear bumper as well, just to kind of top everything off, which is a cool custom feature to add on what is a total crazy custom build, but a very patriotic custom build. So very cool, very wild car. Wherever you go with this car, you can be sure that you would make a statement. Now, if you're interested in purchasing a collector vehicle for yourself, like this awesome patriotic Corvette, be sure to check out AutoHunter.com, which is our online auction, has vehicles going live every weekday. If you like this video, go ahead and throw a like on it. We'd really appreciate it. And get subscribed as we release videos like this regularly. Thank you so much for watching.